Yeah, they're just going to go for it there. The drone going straight through and a 5-man push onto the A site. There's quite a lot here ready to try and defend this. Of course, 3 players there for Envy trying to hold on, but as everything is flying around, it's going to be quite chaotic to deal with this crash. He's trying to stay alive there up towards the rafters. Food also trying to bring things to light there with that dismiss on Reyna, keeping the pressure on, but it is looking quite the struggle here as he tries to find another one off of the frenzy, but hey man, brute force on the A site. That's how Immortals are going to...
Is going to be that push from the MV side to say, hey, so much information is now grabbed. Utility is more useful over at A if we start to use it. Won't go to waste. The shots won't happen though. Stani picks up finesse real quick as mummAy again comes up with a few. This is his playground in A as he's rocking Omen on the split, as we're seeing it for the first time here in First Strike on the opening map. And we have to remember, both of these teams coming in, kind of rebuilding. The crashies food coming in for Envy, as well as Immortals having their own changes with those players leaving. So everybody here learning a little bit more of how each other play on the newest map in Valorant.
Yeah, there's definitely a grim outlook so far in the early rounds here for Immortals. We talked about the conditioning, how important it is to be able to, as the attackers, really make it so that the defenders have to respect what you're doing. And, well, maybe Genghsta can still create an argument. It's a great headshot, but there is still 3 more players left standing here for Envy, and the time is not with him. And it looks like Food will find his flank. So that rotation has occurred, and it looks like it's going to be locked down for Neptune.
Becomes tough as well. You see one, but you're like, wait, how many actually could have left? A nice tag there. Kaboose goes down, FNS falls, and the chaos that Immortal starts to create allows them to get an advantage on this round. How are they able to work it now in a 4v3? Lockdowns there, and patience by Envy before the retake. Can Immortals put up that brick wall defense?
Oh, this is very difficult, isn't it? That lockdown really cleared out a lot of space there. It's going to be down to the individuals here. Food kicks things off quite nicely. Second kill for Food as he tries to work these angles to dismiss one after the other to try and reposition here to get another engagement. Another 1 versus 1. The Empress is really proving very beneficial, but Neptune will shut down Food, and that'll be the end of his run. But that was...
See if these sheriffs can ring true for Immortals here. Some far shots, leaves it up to the Phantom for Food. Oh, he gets the second one. The first one was just a calibration shots. And looks to find a third over there by Belt. The ramp up to that top of A. They will see good shots there onto Kaboose. It looks like they still want to get these through. Kaboose able to find that damage back onto his aggressor.
Great cleanup here from Envy. Those first 2 initial kills, of course, really just...
jmoh looking to be ready there as we get the operator going to work for mummAy. We know that can cause a lot of damage, whether he's on his jet or his Omen. And we do hear a Blade Storm coming out, answered from Food as he gets traded back.
Yeah, that's a great pick, though, onto the jet. And there are some good ultimates available, at least there was here, for Envy coming in on the retake. We'll have to see what they're able to do as Finesse tries to get some love here from Rafters, but he's being shut down. 2 players on his position on that angle, not allowing him any entry. He needs some assistance here from Kaboose. And Kaboose, well, he's not going to have any luck, and that will signal the end for Finesse as well.
Structure that Envy had to always push or have a set strat, and Immortals, a little bit of chaos that could really work well here, and I think that is gelling for them on the side of Immortals. Showstopper's going to come out. No answer onto that one. Is shot up, gets mummAy to start this one off with the first blood.
Oh, Food. That's very unfortunate for him. Kaboose actually is fighting back, though. Neptune jumping straight up. Kaboose, again, he is looking to do so much damage here. Oh, it's going to be very difficult to survive, though, but it will work out. The boom bot finishes off jmoh, and Finesse is there right in the nick of time.
Wow.
Before Genghsta,
which means peeking out, you're just in this direct firefight all the way through. Snowman in the middle of the site. Whoop, jmoh, though, opening up with first blood onto Kaboose to start this one. They got good placement here from the turret to make sure nobody hops up for some trickiness. And it looks like they're just going to let him plant and go for the retake. We'll see how Immortals responds here if they can get back in.
Yeah, able to coordinate around the utility there is going to be very beneficial. The layers coming through, and well, Food's position is known around the yellow container. We'll see if there's any pushes coming in here. They're just using the cloud burst to try to get it to halfway at the very least, and the spam coming through the smokes is paying off massively here so far for Envy, and they're looking to do all the damage required, and indeed 3 players left alive. That is unnerving how bad they are for the defenders. You have to make some really hard calls as the defenders.
Yeah, absolutely. It's for this eco, it's like the death ball strategy. We saw 5 a day. Now they're rolling over to the B site. Here on Snow Pile, Kaboose takes one down. Looks like he's cooking in the kitchen. Too many cooks, though. jcStani drops Kaboose, and crashies is going to be able to find a few towards that Snow Pile. Out of that Omen ultimate, a few are on the side of Envy as well. Empress ready to be used there by Food as he picks up his first kill. And Kaboose will drop jmoh even though he tries to cloud burst his way out of that Snow Pile area. A little reset here, and it's already Food too far forward. They're going to be able to trade each other, and again, Envy right.
Have some baiting here from Finesse, trying to get some information, see who's playing where, but at the same time, Paranoia is sent through as the A attack comes in, and Food's going to kick things off with the frag onto jcStani, and position is gained. jmoh is trying to hold on to Tree, but this is going to be tough, and oh, he did not expect that from crashies.
The rotation here is great. I thought we were going to see him go mid, but mummAy is going to choose not to do that. He wants to stay with FNS. They lost a few too many in sight, and now they have to grab that spike back. 12 seconds on the round as the frenzy's being fired. mummAy doing what he can, just unraveling, and he goes down to shot up. Too many. Restart that aggression fuse, and they light it here, trying to get into A. A quick shot and a duck by Kaboose as he gets himself in a hiding spot, and now Immortals set up for the retake.
Yeah, that tree control super important here. jcStani will go down too many angles to look at at once. And Envy are all over this. The positioning so strong, and Immortals didn't have any ground to fight for. Neptune will try to do what he can, but he will be silenced by Kaboose.
Feeling it right now. Flawless, presented by Prime Gaming. Beautiful round there by Envy to bring that one in, and a push towards Cat. Quick dismiss, and Kaboose wants more. He goes back for a jmoh, maybe even a third. Oh, but he could be seen, and it's going to be the right click coming in that takes him down. A quick trade at Tree. And it looks like it is Envy who have planted themselves as the advantage in this round. And Shot Up will do what he can. Again with the Sheriff. This always excites me. But again, Caster Curse, get some shelf. This is their attack side as well. So this is really going to count if Immortals can start to pick more up here. Great shot by Food to take down Neptune as he tries to get some free info on B. But we know nothing is free.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a difficult thing to work around. We talked about how it can be difficult for the attackers to be down a player and the concessions you have to make.
Yeah.
But in terms of the defense, it's, you know, you have to start either getting information or stacking towards one side of the map and to make one of those calls. And hey, it looks like actually Genghsta's able to find the kill onto Food through that Phoenix wall and the smoke that was laid down there, and that's going to help enormously. 45 seconds to go. I think some noise now heard from Immortals. They can safely gamble. It's going to be the A site. Beautiful off angle there from jmoh. And this is now a very bad look coming in onto this A site for Envy. Out come the daggers. jmoh looking above the smokes with the updraft. And it doesn't look like Envy have a way in.
30 seconds left.
That was great. Definitely a needed round. jmoh going for the operator, throwing into that econ this hard while the rounds have gone towards Envy. So that had to be, again, a statement round, this time from Immortals. jcStani was able to step up the round before. Now it could be jmoh. A few more daggers. He gets those reset, and the Blade Storm's ready. mummAy with his signature operator alone in sight.
This is surely not a possibility for mummAy. He picks off one, but there's three all coming from spawn. This operator is really going to have to sing in this position. Will he be able to even reset? They're all bunched up at the moment, looking to trade the kill as mummAy goes for the next one. Jumps across, Shot Up goes down. Nice headshot comes through. Looks for a trade out to a Vandal or a Phantom. Can't find one. Switches out for that classic. It's going to have to be the pistol, but jcStani holds it true. There, so the spike can be diffused. Beautiful stuff there, but that's a good. It's just, as you say, it's so much more consistent and easier to do that with a Phantom. And this is looking pretty scary. The challenge through to Gelato. The perfect weapon for that, though. And Immortals on that save round by. It's just some Sheriffs and a Frenzy. So they wanted to get that aggression going. Didn't work out. Envy set themselves up to deal with early round aggression. And they will not be caught off guard. But hey, man, if you've got the Sheriff shots in the back here. jcStani threatening another one. But he gets himself out of dodge.
There's Shot Up. You got to watch when he's pulling that revolver out. Could be your face getting blown off. And great opening kills here to start off. Even to hurt Envy's economy on a save round. Neptune drops one as well. crashies falls. And now a 3v2 here for Immortals.
Yeah, this is a little bit scary. And Genghsta, might have time to get this one, but Finesse finds him. And that's going to allow clearance on the A site for the spike to go down, and the pressure, despite Immortals having that 3 versus 2 numbers advantage, the pressure's really on them, though. Not a lot of utility to get back in on top of this one, and now the numbers have been equalized.
Yep.
Finesse playing from a mains picked up that Phantom.
Just crouch hop. Crouch. Ooh. Wants to go fast, but wants to be quiet. Push out, so this is going to be the Frenzy and the Vandal. Vandal's still up. It's a possibility. Shot up with one. Dismiss over to the spike. Plenty of time left. He goes through the... Oh. I was going to say he goes for the press, but Food says...
In this game, that's what's going to make it so beautiful in this being a pro setting. And well, on the second half, on the pistol, because that B main control working out for Envy. And this, oh, wow, so stunning there. The Frenzy's not supposed to look that good from that range, but Food somehow shows that it can, and Finesse finds a spike. It can't really get too much worse for Immortals, but jmoh's got something to say about it. Out comes the knife, dashing through the smoke.
I love it.
Resetting the situation. There's a chance here, Riv, for jmoh.
There absolutely is. Oh my gosh, the aggression on this round put such a smile on my face. Everybody getting pushed to the limits. See an empty clip forced into a knife. Not much you could do about that, and you got to respect the play. Now, FNS. Ooh. Can he actually work under this? Does he activate it looking straight down? Okay, so he sees him, I think, for just a moment. Yep. And they start to move closer to each other. Cat and mouse here, DDK. Is just going to be a shot necessary to make it happen for FNS. jmoh looking for that shot to knock the brim off of FNS, and it's not going to happen as the round almost comes to a close.
Yeah, Finesse for Envy is if they can find a way to just keep the pressure and keep the damage going and get that little bit of pressure, the distraction. And it's so funny, showed up actually anticipated that kaboose was going to be in that cubby, but
yeah.
Still the frag comes through. Brilliant shot there.
All right, minimap tells us no committal just yet, but it looks like the spike will end over towards A. And how does that happen? First time Immortals have really tried to push up into mid here to start to gain info. But again, towards that A site, tree just seems to be easily taken. It's a lot of forward room. It's where utility can be used, and trades like that can happen to understand what utility you're taking out on the other side. And the fact that they still have, I was going to say, their Sova left means they can search a bit more, but he gets taken down by FNS. And jmoh answers. We'll see how this one ends out. 2v3. Envy tries to get back in.
Such great row from Envy here. So many things that they're doing really well. We'll go into it into a moment. Once again, we're seeing this in so many spots where jmoh, again, we can see how good he is as a player, but he's always having to fight from just such desperate positions. And he's going to get shot straight in the back. Thrifty by Playzilla coming through there for Envy. So perfect there from Immortals and their opening, slowing things down. Kaboose forced back by the recon. Dark cover there to cover tree. Allows their entry. They're split onto the A site. Looking coordinated, looking good here for Immortals. 2 openings. Kaboose there tries to find a headshot with the Sheriff. Unable to do so. Great look here so far from Immortals. But there is still some life yet in Envy as Finesse able to take down jmoh. No, surely not. Almost with a follow-up there as well into shot up. That was close.
Tough, yeah, definitely where they want to save the operator here. You don't want to give that up to jmoh. He's been pretty on fire as well here. jcStani's been stepping up for Immortals. The door behind mummAy now. Gonna have to take that out if he gets pressured. Looks like they may do it slowly. jcStani tries his hand, gets the shot. That means they move a little bit closer and gain some ground, forcing the ult out of mummAy now.
My ultimate is not ready.
Yeah.
So it's
That's an op.
to see whether or not sorry.
Once again for Immortals, they have had a great take here. High Lear blocks pretty much garage and anybody down that highway side, and they're gonna make it in. Back of the site is gonna be shot up in another, and he finds Food. Shot up so quickly into the site here with jcStani, but jmoh is going to be the next one on the board for this round, and they're looking to tie it up at 11-11 here. Envy quickly going into save mode for this one, knowing their econ is not good enough to keep going at 5 members of Immortals.
And this is a beautiful look from Immortals, suddenly going from strength to strength, really feeling that
It really
momentum.
is.
And Envy haven't been able to, because of the hearing the drone. Given everything else they'd heard on the map, the time of the round, what's been happening so far in this half, they knew when they heard that drone what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And this round, Immortals need to do a better job around B main. They cannot allow Envy to have such control of this, because that's what really hurt them in the previous round. Oh.
Tag gets him right in the heel. mummAy goes down. That is a gigantic frag to start off the first blood of this possible end around. Kaboose says no. We'll answer back with a little bit better. The collateral going in with the Phantom from B main, and it looks like the team of Immortals wants revenge.
This is going to be hard to fight back from. So they have a minute to try to do so. It's 3 versus 4, so it could be worse for Immortals. And we've seen the skill on the team. jmoh is still alive. He's been doing some insane things.
Yeah.
Well, the caboose there with the leer. That's going to slow them down. And they may overlook the position of finesse here in this cubby. There's the trade, but they can't afford to be traded. They don't have the numbers to play the trade game. And Genghsta is all alone against 3. And it's going to be a hell of a job to make this one work. Turns from the flash, but Food will take him down regardless. 13 to 11. Great recovery from Envy. It looked a